cache on your PC, the cookies on your PC, your IP address from your connection, the MAC address of your computer, your frequently used creatives such as your images, the videos, Hello guys, welcome to another video from myself, John Bosco Ife. I am your go-to guy for anything digital marketing, and in this video we're gonna learn how to protect your ad account from ban, how you can secure ad accounts from getting banned, things you are gonna do, things you're not gonna do. Okay, first thing very important here is that we all should know that Facebook is always looking out to protect its users. Okay, it's all about the users, it's not about the advertisers. Advertisers are also users, and Facebook is a platform that is meant for socialization, so people just come, they say their mind and a whole lot of stuff, share images, have fun. So it's not primarily meant for advertising. Advertising is only a secondary part of Facebook. So Facebook is out to protect their users from advertisers who are creating bad experiences for their users. So there are a few red flags you need to know about, things that usually make Facebook look at you with the wrong eye. These red flags include overhyped ads and overhyped sales copies, those ones that give you a bigger picture of something small, so they make it look like it's all gonna be magic, and in the end they're giving you a bad experience. Okay, another thing that brings up the red flag is when you are promoting high yield investment programs, Ponzi schemes, MLMs, and things like that. Another thing that brings up the Facebook red flag is unverified health and beauty claims, otherwise known as big claims. Okay, these are when you tell people that within a twinkle of an eye, their cancer is going to vanish. Things like this when you make unverified health and beauty claims. Okay, these things has a lot to do with emotions and health. That is why Facebook is against it. Whole lot of people are making big claims and they are delivering something so poor. This is one of the reasons why Facebook is raising a red flag here. Another red flag is when you are using redirected pages. You have your url.com on Facebook adverts, but when the user clicks on it, they get to url.com, and then that url.com redirects to another url to.com. Facebook thinks you are trying to trick people, you are trying to circumvent their efforts to ensure that they are tracking the right site, and so this is a very big red flag. Another red flag that looks like that is unresolved pages. Okay, when you are using a website and the website is not loading, or the URL is incorrect, or the website is taking ages to load, these are all bad experiences for Facebook users. And Mark Zuckerberg and his team and his bots, they are out there to weed those people who are into some of this stuff. Okay, it's very important that you should know also that Facebook has like 3 tiers of their advertisers. Okay, we call it Facebook account quality rating, and one of them is the number 1 is trusted accounts. Okay, the second one is potentially unsafe accounts, and the third one is absolutely unsafe accounts. I want you to know that I'm using my words here, so these are not the typical Facebook words. I'm using my own words here so that you get to understand. So trusted account, potentially unsafe account, and absolutely unsafe accounts. So this is just like saying good, bad, worse. All right. So when some people get on the Facebook, they try to run an advert, and they get their ad account banned. They create a new one, it gets banned. They keep creating and wondering, if they are doing something wrong. Sometimes you may be doing something right, but Facebook has been banning you because of your previous activities. Okay, so do you rush to create new accounts when you get a ban? Stop doing that. Stop doing that right now, because Facebook is so smart. Facebook has a lot of data tracking systems and identifiers, okay? Things that connect the dots. So I'm going to give you hints on how you can protect your advertising access and protect yourself from being restricted, okay? The very first and only thing you need to put in your mind, put it at the back of your mind, is that you need to build your account quality. Okay, you need to build your reputation on Facebook. That's what it's called. It's called a reputation for a reason. Okay, Facebook has got to trust you, to release the data of their users to you. So you got to build this quality. And how do you build this account quality on Facebook? Number one is this: you have to often post on the page you are going to be using for this advert. So let's get it straight here. Everyone on Facebook is most likely a human being, right? And you want to talk to them like a human being. You want to act like a human being on this platform. You don't just create a page and then you start blasting advert and trying to make sales with it. You get to some people's pages and the pages are just blank, and probably you will find their profile picture and their cover page, and that's all, nothing more. So what happens when a customer tries to see more about you and then there's nothing to see? Some people deliberately report your page and you don't know this is happening. So try to put some form of naturality, if there's a word like that, on your Facebook page. Post often and on. If you don't know what to post a meme. But then you should know that the best thing to post on your page is something that relates to your brand, what you're promoting, what you are selling. Okay, let there be something for someone to stumble on your page and click the like button, or drop one or two comments. This makes your page a page. It's a page where people write. It shouldn't be a ghost town. All right, so the next thing you need to do is you need to often run less purchase adverts. I hope you get this clearly. You need to run your purchase adverts, but then you need to also include adverts like page likes, engagement, traffic, landing page views, and so on and so on. So don't just wake up every morning and then go to your business manager and hit the publish button, and then in the end all of your adverts objective are purchase. Okay, even in the market, in the local market, sometimes you interact with your customers prior to them purchasing any item from you, right? So you gotta let Facebook know that you are there for business and you care about the people. So these are golden nuggets that should help you stay in line with Facebook. Facebook is not gonna come out and start telling you some of these things, but I'm dishing these things out to you from experience. I'm a digital marketing consultant. Have been on this space for a couple of years. I've paid my dues, made mistakes, learned from my mistakes, did some things great, failed at some things, learned my lessons from them. And then I've got a network of other advertisers, media buyers, and people who are just specialized in Facebook advertising. I've shared my thoughts with them. They've shared their thoughts with me. We've connected the dots and we know what works. Okay? So all in all, you need to build your account quality by number one, often posting on the page you use for your adverts, make it lively. Also, you need to run less of all-time purchase adverts. Get a mix of it. Maybe you could dedicate your weekend adverts to page likes and engagements, something like that. Let there be a blend. All right. So if you have often fallen into the category where you create an ad account and the next morning Facebook comes with a hammer and is banned, is restricted, you create another one, is banned and restricted, don't lose hope yet. There is a way to go about this. Okay, you need to start with a new PC, okay, or go ahead and get a VPS for yourself. VPS is actually the best bet because you don't go around buying PCs every day. Okay, you need to get a new PC. I'm going to tell you why as we proceed. Get a new PC or a VPS. Get a new connection. Find a new connection, a new data, a new Wi-Fi. Okay, and then you need to get a new Facebook profile. Okay, now remember, your ad account is tied to your profile, and every other thing you do on your Facebook account is tied to your profile. Now, why am I saying this? Facebook has a dozen trackers and identifiers that are connecting the dots for them. Okay, so say you are Mr. A and Facebook bans your ad account repeatedly, and then you go ahead and create a new account and name it Mr. B. Okay, and you will find out Facebook is most likely to ban your account too, and this is because of the trackers and identifiers they have in place. Facebook is so smart, their algorithm is so smart, their tracking system is so smart, their tagging system is so smart. So you don't go about thinking you can outsmart them. They have, they have 100 developers or more. They have some, freelance developers who are working behind the scenes to, make these things work. So you gotta be careful how you're trying to trick Facebook. Instead of tricking Facebook, in my future videos, I'm gonna show you how you can play by the rules, write the same thing you've been writing, do the same adverts you've been doing, and Facebook will look at you, and turn a blind eye because you are playing by the rules. Same thing, same copy, same videos, but there is a little twist to it. So look out for my future videos. Now, there are a lot of trackers and identifiers I was telling you about that are connecting the dots for Facebook. Some of these trackers and identifiers are your cache on your PC, the cookies on your PC, your IP address from your connection, the MAC address of your computer, your frequently used creatives such as your images, the videos you've used before, the text you have used before. If you create 100, a million, a gazillion ad accounts and you are still using the same images and text and videos, Facebook is connecting the dots and saying, yeah, we've got this man. Okay, he's just putting on a mask, but he's the same guy we banned yesterday. So let's go ahead and ban him again. Okay, so some other things that Facebook used to identify you are things like your domain name, www.u.com. They ban your ad accounts, you keep using it on several ad accounts, they know it is you. Okay, other things that you should look out for is your headlines, your pixels. So there are a lot of trackers and identifiers that are doing this work for Facebook, trying to nail you, to the crime. So you've got to be smart. Best bet is trying to get a new PC or buy a VPS from any of these hosting companies, get a new connection, get a new profile, and then go ahead and build your Facebook account quality rating. Try to go from the absolutely unsafe, which is the worst, go ahead and go past the potentially unsafe, which is the bad, and make sure you find yourself in the list of trusted accounts, which is the good. Okay, yes, we are not going to rule out the fact that sometimes Facebook bots, they just mess up and, they do the false positive they restrict an account for just not doing anything. But you may not know if some of these things I have mentioned here are the things that are pulling you back and pointing fingers against you, and the bot is doing the police work and nailing you there. So hope this video gives you an insight on how to protect your ad account from ban. Okay, watch out for my future videos. I'm gonna show you how you can verify your ad account. In some of my videos ahead, you're still gonna see how you can recover a restricted Facebook ad account. So do well to like and subscribe to my page, share my videos, drop a comment, tell me what you would like me to talk about in my future videos. Let's engage, and I look forward to seeing you again.